Hello and welcome to my Udemy course Get Help by Dr. Huma Shayan. This course is specifically designed to help you get through IELTS reading general. And let me take you through the course. So in this course, you will learn different question types that appear in your exam paper. And then you learn the tricks when to read the question first or when to read the text first. This is the basic trick that you should be learning because a lot of you get confused when you start reading the text first when it is required that you read the question first. But in some question types, it is required that you read the text first and then you read the question. So you'll be learning this technique throughout the course. If you know and if you have attempted the IELTS exam, or if you're a beginner, you should know that there are different question types in the IELTS reading exam. There can be fill in the blanks, there can be matching headings, matching information, yes, no, not given, true, false, not given, and multiple choice questions. We'll be discussing these all type of questions one by one in a series of lectures. The first is fill in the blanks. And this is how a fill in the blank type of question look like in your exam. You have a number of fill in the blanks and you have a whole text that you need to find your blanks in this text. So you learn the technique whether you should be reading this first or the text first. You'll be learning how to use synonyms and antonyms to find the blanks. And this will make your thing very easier to solve. Then we have matching heading types. And this is how matching heading types look like. You have lengthy text given in small paragraphs, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, or it may be numbered. And then you have a number of headings available, list of headings available. And you have to choose each heading according to the paragraph. So if you have read the paragraph, you should be able to decide which heading fits the best in paragraph A. Then you'll be reading paragraph B, and then you'll be able to decide which paragraph is appropriate for paragraph B. But this needs practice. Again, this needs how you read, how you practice, and how you apply the tricks that I will teach you in this course. Then we have matching information, and this is how matching information looks like. Your exam booklet may contain a series of paragraphs, and there'll be a list of questions, and you need to find this information in this paragraph. Okay, so you should be able to tell that if it overlooks the golf course, this is the information, which of the following paragraphs have this information. So again, it's a lengthy process, but if you know the trick, you'll be able to crack it within minutes. IELTS is all about time management and tricks application. So if you know the right trick, if you practice it well, then you'll be able to ace your exam within the given time. You have the specific given time to read your questions, to read your text, and to answer it, and then you transfer the answer to your answer booklet. So you need to be very quick when you do it. Then another question type are the MCQs, multiple choice question. And this is how it looks like. You'll get a text and a series of questions that involves a number of options, A, B, C, D. So this is the tricky part, that you need to decide which option fits the best. And some of the options may look similar. You may find two or more information in the text, but which of the following is the best answer? And you get this by practice. And again, the process of elimination that you will be learning in this section. Again, what is important is that you know that whether to read the text first or to read the question first. You'll be learning this trick when you join this course. The last one is true, false, and not given. It is also described as yes, no, or not given type. In this, most of the people struggle. You should know the difference between true, false, and not given, and how to distinguish it. How to distinguish if the information is not given, or if it's given, is it true, exactly the same, or false, exactly the opposite. This is how true, false, not given type looks like. You'll be given a number of statements, and you need to decide by reading through the text that if these statements are true, are they false, or are they not given. So you read it, and then you decide. Again, it's a lengthy process, but if you know the exact trick, how to decide, how to distinguish, and how to compare, then you'll be able to get it. So as we discussed, there are a number of question types: fill in the blanks, matching headings, matching information, yes, no, not given, true, false, not given, multiple choice questions. You'll be discussing it and we'll be practicing it in each lecture type, and there are different techniques for each question type. It's not just that whichever technique is applying in yes, no, not given will be the same for fill in the blanks. No, there are different techniques, and we'll be getting through every technique to follow, and we'll be solving the test papers so that you can practice it well. You'll be learning when to read the question first, and when to read the text first, and then go through the question. Once you know the basic technique, it will save a lot of time for you, and you'll be able to crack the exam in time. Reading exam is of 1 hour, and you have to decide when you should stop and when you have to transfer your answer before the time is over. And practice makes the man perfect, and this is what this course is about. Thank you. I hope you join me in this course, and I'll see you there. We'll be solving different Cambridge tests in this course, and as you have seen that the screenshots that I shared, those are the real Cambridge booklet tests. So we'll be solving them step by step so that you know what you're doing wrong if you've been failing for a quite long time and you don't know where are you making mistakes. First, when you're solving the Cambridge IELTS booklets, there are 15 books, and if you're solving them, you need to decide what is your target score. If you're applying for academic exam, you might have a score in your mind that you need to get. Even for IELTS General, you have a score in your mind. And when you have decided the score, the target that you need to achieve, then you'll be able to see if you're going through it or not. In IELTS General specifically, if you answer 40 answers correctly, then you'll get a Band 9 score. Mostly for immigration purposes, 778 is the requirement. And as you see, 7 Band requires you to answer 34 to 35 answers correctly. That means the window for making mistakes are just 6 questions in IELTS Reading General Test. Similarly, if you are hoping to get Band 7 and above, then in academic tests, the number of correct answers that you should be getting are 32 to 30. That means that the window of making mistakes are 10 questions only. Reading in general training tests are comparatively harder than the reading in the academic test is comparatively harder than IELTS general test, but the tricks and techniques are the same for both of the tests. So if you're acing your general training, then you'll be able to get through academic training as well, because the question types are all the same. The tips are all the same. It's just that the academic reading is more lengthy, time-taking, and it's more academic related articles, while in general training, you'll find newspaper articles or small paragraphs. But reading is just the same. You have to learn how to skim, scan, and look for the details. So keep your desired score in your mind whenever you start practicing. So once you know the target score and you're practicing through Cambridge IELTS booklets, and you keep a record of your scores that you're achieving in every test. If it's considerably going down, then you look back on what mistakes are you making. You look back on the question types that you find the most difficult. And this course will help you define your weaknesses and get through each question types really easily. So I hope you enjoy this course.